Hey guys, and welcome back to Magic Farm. So, I got rid of those stupid red lines again, and I have loaded up my inventory, and I am out of here. So I know I don't want to be in this shield area anymore, honestly, because I'm a big wimp. So I'm going to venture across the landscape. It is the middle of morning, or it is the beginning of morning, I guess you could say. There's a nice coconut that I'll grab, yoink, because food is always useful. And that fills up my inventory right there. That's done. Can't get the appetite yet. But I'll be picking up things like copper, for sure. I actually did die one more time. I walked away from the computer for a bit before filming this, but I didn't pause the game or exit it, so what ended up happening is that I died of hunger because I was just standing there. So that was wonderful. Died of hunger. Now I'm just going to get the hell out of Dodge. I don't like this area. I'm only going to be picking up things that are useful, like aluminum on the way, and things that I already have in my inventory, so not new cows. That looks like it might be okay over there. But I want to make sure I'm in a biome that I know what to expect in, for my main base, at least. Ooh, look at that tree. That's a pretty cool tree over there. There's some huge trees. What biome has trees like that? Who knows? I've got a bit of food. This should get me through this. If that tree is as thick as I think it is, I might live in it. Or that one, maybe. Let me just see how thick these trees are. If I could find a redwood, oh god, that would be amazing. Redwoods are just perfect sized for living in. Now, I didn't bring my bed with me, which I might end up regretting. We'll see. And it's pretty dark over here. But let's take a look at this tree and see. It is, what, 1, 2, 3... So it's basically 5 by 5 with the corners cut out. That's not really big enough to live in. But look at these trees. What kind of biome is this? Oh, I hit F3 and of course it freezes. There we go. Sacred Springs. Grab some rutabaga while I'm going through here. Can never have too much rutabaga. Sacred Springs biome. Look at those trees. They're huge. But they're not quite big enough for a home. I don't want to live in a 3 by 3 room. So I need something a little bigger than that for a home, but I really like those trees. If I had a lumber axe, I would see what happens when you cut one of those down, but I don't have one just yet. I will, though. I will have a lumber axe eventually. As soon as I find a new place, I can start building my smeltery and start upgrading tools. And once you have metal, you can have a lumber axe. No, don't be like that, spider. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, this sacred place is pretty cool. I like the size of the trees, but because they block off so much light, it's going to mean a lot more mobs. So let's get out of there. Maybe head across this water. I don't really like the idea of swimming, what with the hunger increasing. But maybe it's the thing to do. Maybe I should have made a boat. But yeah, maybe I do want to make a boat. Let's get to dry land, throw down a crafting table, make a quick boat, jump in the water, and take off that way. It'll get us somewhere much quicker than what we're doing here now. So, got a crafting table. We're going to throw that down. We're going to use some wood to make a boat. We've got a boat. We're going to put the boat in the water right there. We're going to get our crafting table back because I'm going to want it. And we're going to get in the boat. See where it takes us. Let's get out of here. Yeah. This is probably going to turn into an ocean biome of some sort, but maybe not. Let's just get across here and see. I don't really want to be in a jungle. Again, I plan to farm. Really, a plains biome is pretty much my best bet. So let's sail around this jungle. Let's see if we can find something awesome. Is that going to connect? Please tell me the land's not going to connect up there now. It's almost a mini plains over there. But it's a little too hilly. So let's hope that this river goes somewhere. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, 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 my boat. Ah, Jesus. That sucked. Alright, I guess I'm swimming for a bit. Until I find a space to make another boat. You know what? This should do. Boat. Boat. Oh, come on. Why won't it turn? Yeah. Yep. Da. Used to be able to turn, like just turn your boat. But I guess you can't do that anymore. You gotta look in the direction you want your boat to go. And like look hard in that direction. Ooh, is that tainted land? Yeah, that looks like some tainted land right there. Let's get away from tainted land. Interesting. This is a cool little kind of river going through everything. I'm enjoying our nice little jaunt down this river. So we should reach a place somewhere along the way that that feels like home. Ooh, look at those trees. Those are pretty. Look, I could definitely see myself having a farm around those trees. Some nice pink trees. There's some sort of a weird biome over there. There's a jungle there. So we've gone too far, I think. Let's crash and head back to the pretty trees and see if maybe when we climb up this riverbank we'll find some flatter land in which to build a farm. Oh yeah, this isn't so bad. Cut down a couple of these trees, make a nice little farm for myself. I think this could work. It looks like there's some snow-capped trees if I go far enough this way, so I can get some snow at some point, if I need it. Yeah, a little bit of snow. Now, what type of biome is this? Cherry blossom biome. I like it. I like these trees. I like the cherry wood. I bet I can make a nice house out of cherry wood. Yes, I think this is a good place. So, first thing I'm going to need to do is build a shack out of cherry wood. So let's cut down some cherry trees with my axe. I hear that's how you cut down cherry trees, so there's one. Get some more cherry wood here by cutting down this cherry tree. And I can't pick it up yet. Oh, damn. Let's throw down my crafting bench so I can pick up the cherry wood. I was wondering why I wasn't picking up any wood. And it makes sense. It's because I had nowhere to put it. Cut down this cherry tree. I don't want to cut down any of the really big ones right now because I'll save that for my lumber axe. But I will eventually cut down some bigger trees. For now, it'll just be the regular-ish ones. Are these cherry as well? Yeah, it's still cherry wood even though it's a white tree. That's pretty cool. So I've cut down some cherry wood. Getting wood a lot quicker this way. This doesn't look like it's too big of a tree. Let's try cutting this down too. But once I get the lumber axe, this all just becomes easy. Let's see, yeah. Big trees like that I'm going to leave alone. Big tree like that I'm going to leave alone. 26 isn't really enough to build anything. I guess I'll cut down this white tree over here. And maybe that red one next to it. Or pink one if you prefer. This is a slightly bigger tree, but I don't think it's much bigger. I think that might be all she wrote for that tree. And then same thing with this one. I think it's just got a couple of extra branches coming out the sides, but nothing that we can't handle. But I could be wrong. This one looks like it might go a little higher. Nope. See, this is what I wanted to avoid. Was kind of all those extra branches. Alright, well that should do. It's getting late. I don't have a bed, so I'm going to have to hovel up. Or at least build a shack. So, let's build a shack right here. There we go. I don't have a lot of stuff, so I'm going to build my shack around things like my tool station. Whoops, I thought I had done that. There we go. Tool station. Boom. Part builder. Gonna need that too. Boom. And then 64 of these. And some torches to keep the light going. So, let's build this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, do a 5 by 6 here. And go 1, 2. Doesn't need to be much for now, but just don't want to get killed. And I think 64 is enough to make a place where I won't die for one night. But I guess time will tell. I better just block this off for the night. There we go. No bed, so you know what, guys, I will leave it there. And what we'll do is I'll come back, try and find some sheep, make some bed, maybe go out and kill some zombies tonight if I'm feeling brave, but until I have a bed, it's probably not a good idea. So I will come back to you when it is daytime. Alright, thanks a lot, guys, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see more Magic Farm. That's 2 episodes in a row where I didn't die, and I think that's pretty impressive. So I will see you guys later.